Hey, welcome to a second video where I narrate. This video is really just a shakedown run to see what the Phantom would do, going a little bit outside of my comfort zone that I had established with the toy grade quads. At this point, primarily a Cyma X8. A nice quad, but not the same thing as a Phantom. My practice field just kind of had passed, and there's new construction for an apartment building directly across the street, so I decided to just take a peek. There was nobody there. This is after hours. You can kind of tell by the sun going down that this is end of day. This is a doctor's office with a small little courtyard. And then lastly, there's a YMCA, sort of the back of it. And to the right, you'll see the pool that is part of the day camp that is run out of there. From there, I'm just going to bank to the right, and that's the better view of the day camp and the pool there. As I'm flying over here, I try to keep the Phantom away from people. I try to keep lines that bring me over trees. Probably not the best for recovery if I had a problem, but probably better if I have a problem that involves it having to get ditched. Better than that I have to deal with the loss of a Phantom than have to deal with somebody having it dropped on them. Heading back towards the home point, you get a better view of the future courtyard of that apartment building. I obviously don't know what they're going to do with it, but I'm sure I'll fly over it again and we'll see how that turns out, what ends up happening there. This run is really more the same. It's just a second shot through a little bit later in the day. Trying to work a little bit more with the gimbal and keeping some sort of progression of the angle of what I'm trying to keep in focused. As you're flying this, you've got to work all the angles and then the camera on top of it. They make apps that will replace the DJI Go app and allow you to just fly and let it handle the camera. And also just let it pick out an object and let it do everything. One of those is Litchi, which I've recently acquired. I've only flown with it twice, and one time was less than 2 minutes. That looks pretty good, but I'm hoping to give that a good test when we go out to Michigan in July, doing some racing, and I'm hoping to get that to track some cars, see how that works. So after flying through a battery, I was packing up, getting ready to go, just bringing it back home. And then I noticed a UPS truck. That one right there. And I knew where he was going because there's a UPS depot right down the road. So I decided to cross those power lines for the first time and see if I could follow him down to the depot. Going across those power lines, you want to make sure your return to home is set to clear this. You start learning. When you buy one of these things, you start gauging heights on everything around you all the time, whether you have it with you or not. You're just wondering, hey, how tall is that tree? So you make sure that stuff will clear. As he's coming down that access road here, I had no interruptions in signal, no drop in a frame or anything. I mean, it's just rock solid the whole way. At this particular point, I believe I had my hard limit set to 500 meters. So there was no real risk of me getting too far away here. The narrations, I don't know if anybody's going to listen to them. Most of my favorite Phantom videos have somebody yapping over them. I find it interesting. I find it helpful to know what they're thinking, even if it's after the fact, instead of just silence, as most of my other videos are, or music, because either you're going to like the music or you're not. But there, actually, you can see there's the UPS truck that I was following coming into the depot. So who knows? He's probably got parts for me for one of my other quads. So I think I spare you the return home flight, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.